Vast. Immeasurable. The open ocean hides more than just depths and currents. It conceals an industry operating on a scale difficult to comprehend from land. Far from any shoreline, beyond the reach of most human eyes, a different kind of commerce unfolds. A relentless pursuit, driven by global demand. A secret world of colossal vessels, venturing into the remote blue. What do they seek? And what transformation occurs, out here, where the horizon meets an endless expanse? Imagine a factory. Concrete, steel, relentless machinery. Now, remove the land. Place it upon the unpredictable surface of the sea. Power it through storms and calms. These aren't just fishing boats, they are self-contained ecosystems of production. Massive structures engineered to withstand the harshest environments, while simultaneously performing a delicate, yet immense, industrial task. A floating seafood factory. But what exactly transpires within these behemoths, miles from the nearest port? They are leviathans. Some stretching over 100 meters in length, displacing thousands of tons. Purpose-built, every inch designed for efficiency and endurance. Their hulls, thick and resilient, shield sophisticated systems from the brutal forces of nature. These aren't nimble fishing craft, they are ocean-going fortresses, equipped to sustain operations for weeks, even months, without returning to port. A self-sufficient world. But what kind of payload requires such immense vessels and such sustained effort? Before the processing can begin, the target must be found. These vessels are equipped with an array of advanced technologies. Sonar scans the ocean floor, revealing hidden topography and schooling patterns. Radar tracks weather, while satellite communications connect them to global markets and intelligence. The search is methodical, strategic, a high-tech hunt for the elusive. Where do these vast schools hide? And how do these giants pinpoint their quarry in such an immense, shifting world? When the target is located, the next phase begins. Industrial nets, gargantuan in scale, are deployed. Towed behind the vessel, sometimes for hours, they sweep through the water column, forming an immense funnel. These aren't small, artisanal traps, they are engineered for volume. A silent, patient wait in the vastness. What unseen forces guide their path? And what immense bounty do they hope to ensnare within their vast, mesh embrace? The moment of truth. Powerful hydraulic winches groan, meticulously reeling in lines that stretch for miles. The deck crew, a small presence against the ship's massive scale, oversees the immense mechanical effort. Slowly, painstakingly, the colossal bag of the net emerges from the depths, swelling with its unseen contents. The tension is palpable, not just in the straining steel cables, but in the air itself. What secrets will the ocean yield in this monumental harvest? Then, the deluge. As the net is opened, thousands of tons of fish pour onto the factory deck. A chaotic, silver cascade, fresh from the deep. It's a testament to the ocean's abundance, and the sheer efficiency of the catching operation. Heavy deck machinery, conveyor belts, chutes, hoppers immediately springs to life, designed to handle this overwhelming influx. The transformation has begun. But how does this raw, living mass become the carefully packaged product we find in stores? No sooner do the fish hit the deck than they are funneled into the ship's internal network. Automated sorting lines quickly take over. Vibrating screens, optical scanners, and precise weighing mechanisms separate the catch. By species, by size, by quality. Each fish, once part of a vast, undifferentiated school, is now an individual data point in a sophisticated industrial dance. A complex algorithm, executed with mechanical precision. But what happens to the fish that don't meet the specific criteria? Once sorted, the fish descend into the heart of the vessel. A labyrinth of processing lines, hidden beneath the main deck. It's a transition from the raw chaos of the catch to the ordered, meticulous world of the factory floor. Tunnels, chutes, and complex machinery lead them deeper into the ship's mechanical stomach. What transformations await them there? And what processes are at play, invisible to the eye, deep within the churning core of this floating industrial marvel? Here, the automated processing lines truly shine. Machines designed for speed and precision take over. Automated gutting systems, filleting machines that precisely carve flesh from bone, skinning equipment, and high-pressure washers. Each step is optimized, minimizing waste and maximizing yield. A symphony of gears, belts, and blades, all working in unison to prepare the product. It's a transformation from whole fish to ready-to-freeze fillets in mere moments. But even with such automation, is there still a role for human hands? Despite the relentless march of automation, the human element remains vital. Crew members stand at critical junctures, inspecting, quality controlling, performing tasks too nuanced or unexpected for machines. Their vigilance ensures product quality and machine efficiency. It is demanding work. Long shifts, repetitive motions, often in cold, damp environments. A testament to human endurance, working tirelessly to keep the floating factory running. What toll does this isolation and intense labor take on those who call these vessels home? Once processed, time becomes the enemy. To preserve freshness, the product must be frozen. And not just frozen, but rapidly frozen. This is where the factory trawler truly differentiates itself. Onboard freezing systems, some capable of dropping temperatures to extreme lows in minutes, lock in the quality just hours after the catch. It's an immediate preservation, essential for distant markets. But what intricate systems are required to achieve such dramatic cooling, at such a scale, in the middle of the ocean? Different species and product forms require different freezing methods. Blast freezers, using powerful fans to circulate supercold air, rapidly drop temperatures to below -30 degrees Celsius. Plate freezers, on the other hand, press fish blocks between frigid metal plates for uniform freezing. Some even use brine solutions for quick immersion freezing. Each method, a carefully calibrated process, transforming the raw material into a solid, stable commodity. What incredible energy demands do these systems place on the vessel? From the freezers, the neatly packaged, rock-hard blocks of seafood are transported to the ship's cavernous cold storage holds. These are immense, insulated chambers, maintained at constant sub-zero temperatures. They are not mere storage rooms, but precisely controlled environments, designed to keep the entire harvest in suspended animation for the duration of the voyage. The product, once swimming freely, now lies dormant, awaiting its journey to distant shores. How much can these floating warehouses truly contain? The numbers speak to the sheer scale of the operation. A single factory trawler can process hundreds of tons of fish every day. Its cold storage holds can carry thousands of tons of frozen product. This is not just fishing, it is large-scale food production. A relentless, industrial harvesting of the ocean's bounty, far from the watchful eye. What global impact does this continuous, high-volume extraction have? And at what ultimate cost? The cycle is constant. The nets are cast and hauled. The processing lines hum. The freezers chill. Day turns to night, calm seas give way to violent storms. The factory trawler maintains its relentless rhythm, a self-sustaining ecosystem of labor and machinery. There is no pause, no rest, until the holds are full or the allocated time at sea is complete. It's a testament to the endurance of both vessel and crew, against all odds. What drives such an unyielding commitment? Behind every ton of fish, every automated process, are the men and women who brave these challenging conditions. Isolated for months, enduring the physical demands and the psychological toll of life at sea. Their world shrinks to the confines of the ship, their purpose singular. It is a unique camaraderie forged in shared hardship, a quiet dedication to a demanding profession. What motivates them to endure such an arduous existence, far from home and familiar comforts? Eventually, the holds are packed, the mission accomplished. The giant factory trawler turns its bow towards shore, a floating warehouse laden with its frozen bounty. Its journey back is a silent testament to the vast industrial effort it embodies. Thousands of miles traveled, countless tons processed, all in the remote, unforgiving expanse of the ocean. The mystery of its operations has unfolded. What will its arrival at port signify for the global market and for the ocean itself? The giant factory trawler. A marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and our insatiable demand for resources. From the vast, silent ocean, it extracts, transforms, preserves. A self-contained factory, operating at the very edge of the world. Its story is one of efficiency, endurance, and profound impact. These vessels are more than just ships, they are complex industrial ecosystems, silently shaping the very fabric of our global food supply, 1 ton of fish at a time. The deep holds its secrets no longer. And the implications, vast as the ocean itself, continue to ripple outwards.